This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning in to another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. The dog days of summer are in effect, but that's not going to stop us on talking about the New York Knicks. Let's analyze. The schedule was just released yesterday, and you know what stood out to me? The Knicks continue to be a sought-out commodity league-wide, nationally televised treasure. The Knicks have, as far as I saw, it was 34 games. The Knicks have 34 nationally televised games, y'all. Talk about that. That's more than Cleveland, by the way. They got Cleveland by about 10 games. So 34 nationally televised games. The Knicks are tied with the Warriors, Lakers, and the Thunder. You think the NBA doesn't value the Knicks? And then the other team in the East would be the Boston Celtics with 25. Everybody knows the Celtics are going to compete despite the injuries. And then the Cleveland Cavaliers with 24. I saw that and I'm like, I thought Cleveland was supposed to be the number 2. I guess not. You know, and the nationally televised schedule to me tells a lot. The Timberwolves have 28, Rockets 28, and a team that I believe is, I don't know if I would say slept on or not, would be the Nuggets at 26. Look, the season for the Knicks would start October 22nd against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I told you last season, I saw that first game against the Cavs, and that was when there was a feeling out process. Karl Anthony Towns, they didn't feed the beast. And look, going into this season, I'm excited. There's a lot of pressure for the Knicks. I think the NBA is showing you that they believe the Knicks are the best team in the East. I think the proof is in the pudding. 34 games, out of all the teams in the East. You see what the Knicks have done in the offseason. And, and by the way, I didn't do a video on this, but Chris Gent is going to be the associate head coach. He's supposed brilliant mind, former Knick in 96, 97. Saw his highlight video. Was pretty athletic and could score the rock. So we'll see how that translates. But look, I'm hoping that going into, when the season starts, what is it, 66, 67 games maybe? Days, rather. I am hoping that, this coaching staff with Mike Brown will do what Joe Torre did for the Yankees in 96. When Joe Torre, who never won, and everybody was like, really? And then Mike Brown finally finds his way here, and he's been a solid coach, and hopefully he brings the Knicks to a championship. I mean, that's all we can hope for. But clearly, it's clear as day that the NBA definitely values the Knicks and sees the Knicks as the head of the class in the East. What say you, though, guys? I mean, I know some people want to fly under the radar. I think the Knicks are past that at this point. I think the cat's out the bag. We know who Jalen Brunson is. Remember Kevin Durant? You know who I am. I think the league knows who Jalen Brunson is. I think Jalen Brunson this year will be an all-star starter again. I think the league knows who JB is. The cat's out the bag. And and I think Jalen Brunson is going to finally be in the MVP conversation. I mean, for real. If the Knicks are going to be the best team in the East and, top team in the league, for real. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But again, what say you? What say you about the Knicks schedule? Did anything stand out? I mean, Game 1, Cleveland. I mean, that's the Eastern Conference final preview in my estimation. 34 games on national television. I mean, it says it all. But it's going to be a lot of fun. But we've got about 2 months to go? But it's going to be a lot of fun. Football is right around the corner, y'all. Can you believe that? September 4th? Right around the corner. But what do you say, Knick fans? Let me know in the comments. Now it's that time. There was an ESPN, or excuse me, this was on ESPN. They polled former NFL players from back in the day, and I think it goes back to 1988, and they asked about 500 of them, despite the injuries and everything, would they play again? And despite what a lot of them are dealing with, they said, yeah. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, folks. I'm on most social media platforms at Sam I Analyze. Please like, share, subscribe, and you see that notification bell to the right. Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure. What?